is the frequency in use. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ20 meters, CQ20, CQ20 meters. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ20, CQ20 meters. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ.
This is Kilo 4, Papa India Mike.
Roger, Kilo 4, Papa India Mike, is that a Roger?
QSL, that's a Roger, yeah. I give you a report and then echo on the sound like 5-9, but I am located near Orlando in the villages. My name is Pim Papa India Mike. Same as the call sign. Back over to you.
Okay, fine business. Well, thanks for coming back to the CQ. We'll take a look at the meter as well. The handle here is Randy, and we're 30 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Go ahead.
Roger. You're 5'8" here, pushing 5'9". Very good signal, nice audio. And you say your name was Rainy?
Roger, the handle here is Randy. Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee. As I said, we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. Decided to come out and play radio this afternoon. We're also doing a YouTube live stream, so you have a chance to do the playback if you'd like later on and listen to our QSO. Go ahead.
Yeah, that would be nice. I haven't done that too many times. A couple of times I've had the opportunity to do that, but not too often. So it's always nice to know to hear my Dutch accent. Over.
Hey, fine business. Well, I've got no problem copying you there. None at all. How is your weather down there? I'm sure you guys are shoveling snow there, Roger.
Hardly, no. It's been cool here, and cool here is about 60-61 degrees today. It's sunny, and it's a little breezy, and it's going to warm up again. Over.
Hey, fine business. So how are you hiding an antenna down at the villages? I thought they kind of frowned upon that.
They sure do. I got a special deal. I have a 31-foot vertical whip, and I got away with that because I asked them before I bought this house what the antenna restrictions were, and they said it had to be unobtrusive on your own property and not visible from the street. Well, actually, I had this 31-foot vertical that seems to be doing okay. It's a whip, and nothing attached to it, so that really doesn't require radials. It's just three stakes in the ground, 4 ground rod about 4 feet long, and it's behind the house. If you know it's there, you can see the tip of it, but and I haven't gotten any grief of it. So when the realtor said that this information gave me that, I said, please put it in writing. So she did, and I have it in case I ever get challenged. But I haven't been challenged, so this has been a good way for me to get out. Over.
Yeah, fine business. Well, it's working for you today. I know there's a lot of different areas that have limitations on antennas and so forth. I think it's unfortunate, but it's not like you're putting a 75-foot tower in the backyard and so forth, but you still like to be able to get out. It's too bad they wouldn't let you use a hex beam. That way you could just throw some laundry over top of the cords and tell them you're doing laundry there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, that's a possibility. I thought of that. Actually, I had a nice Mosley beam, 4-element beam on the 45-foot tower where I moved from Homosassa across the state on the west coast, and of course I had to give that up when I moved here, but I seem to get out pretty good with this. As a matter of fact, I had the QSO with Australia last week, long path, and he got me 5'9", so I must be doing okay. Over.
Yeah, fine business. Well, we're running a hex beam today. We got it pointed your direction, of course, and it's about 45 feet from the base plate as well. So we've had very good luck with it. We've had that since about 2012, and it'd be hard for me to go to anything else there, Roger.
Roger, yeah, I've heard very good things about the hex beam. Seems like a really wonderful antenna. You have very good audio. What's your rig there? Over.
No, nothing special. Just a ICOM 7300. We bought it a week ago today, upgraded a little bit, and we do run a little bit of little compression in some of the filtering inside the rig. We also have a Heil Hotel Mic 12 microphone, and we're running an ACOM 1000 amplifier, about 800 on peaks there. Go ahead.
Roger. You're doing very good. I figured it was an ICOM. Most of the ICOM have very good audio. I've had comments of good outcome, so I heard about the 7300. It's a very popular radio now. My older 756 it seems to be doing okay, but it is ICOM, and ICOM pays a lot of attention to the audio quality, and if you adjust it properly, you get a good quality out, so that's what you did. So my compliments for that. Very good audio, all over.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You're doing quite well yourself. As I said there in the beginning, if you'd like to hear our QSO on playback, you can log on and go to YouTube, and at the top of the search bar, you just type in my call, K0RWB space, and then type in my name, Randy, and that'll bring you up to either the live feed or the latest video. And that way you can be the judge yourself how your audio is. If there's anything you want to change or leave it the way it is, I think it's fine, Pim, but you'll have to know, you're the expert. You know your voice better than anybody else, so you'll have to decide what you want to do. But it is kind of fun to do the playbacks. We do it ourselves, and we've made a few adjustments during the week so far. Roger?
Well, great. Thank you very much. I will try that, yes. What was my signal strength, over?
Oh, you've been 5.9 to 5.9 plus 5, so we have no problems copying you. You've been doing very good so far.
Okay, great. Yeah, you came up to 5.9 also, so a little over, so very good. Good, the conditions are good. What's the weather over there at this time, over?
We're in the money today, as they say. We're about 51, 52 degrees after being in the deep freeze this week. So the little bit of snow we had has now been melted, and it's starting to drain out into the streets and so forth. I think it's going to be raining for us tomorrow and maybe Sunday, and then who knows what you're going to get. I tell people, whatever weather we get, it's another day closer to springtime. Roger?
Oh, Georgia, that's the right philosophy to keep. Well, very good. And yeah, I'm happy with Florida out here. I've been there a long time, so I guess I wouldn't be able to take the rain and the snow anymore. Over?
Yeah, well, we always said home is where you hang your hat, and right now we're here because of a job that the YL is doing. We retired 3 years ago, so we're kind of waiting on her, and then we'll see what'll happen at that point. But we'd like to go. We're over at 72. Roger?
Roger, so you're close to hanging up your hat. Okay, I'm being retired. Well, come and take a look at the villages. Some people swear by it, and well, there's some other people that think it's a little too close together, but it's a nice community, a lot of stuff to do, lots of activity groups, because a lot of it is shut down right now, and but that should start up again in a few months, hopefully. There's like literally 3,000 different clubs out here. The official word was 600 when I came here, and that was also the published one. But basically everybody that wants to do something. So, okay, I'm going to have to go. I got a visitor out here. I'll need to hang up. 73 Kilo Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo Kilo 4 Papa India Mike. Thanks for coming back. 73. Okay,
Pim, appreciate it. Thank you again for the contact. Like I said, go to YouTube later if you want and do the playback, and enjoyed the QSO. Hope to work you again. We try to get out here on a regular basis. So if you hear us, please stop back in again. 7-3s, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Kilowatt 4, Papa India Mike. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City. We're clear, 7-3s.
Kilowatt 0, Romeo Whiskey Bravo from Kilo Charlie 2, Echo Echo Sierra.
Kilo Charlie 2, Echo Echo Sierra. Very nice signal. I think we've had a QSO before, haven't we?
I'm going to have to look. I believe so, Randy. I believe so, but I have to type it in to figure that out, over.
Yeah. Well, boy, I tell you, the call is awful familiar, and I'm having to do my log manual today, so I didn't even bother updating it, so I've got to do that right now. But it sounds kind of familiar, but If not, well, that's okay. You'll be the first one, and we'll have fun with it anyway there. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Well, not according to my log. I'm surprised because you have such a beautiful signal there from Missouri into the southern part of New York. The name here is Armando. I'm sure that's not a name you come across too often. Sorry for my rough voice here. It was 10 degrees out this morning, so walking the dog really did it to me. But you have a nice signal. At one point you were 5.9 plus 20. Not sure where your signal is right now, but I'll tell you that on the next go-around. So back to you, Kilowatt 0 Romeo Whiskey Bravo from Kilo Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra.
Yeah, fine business. We pointed the beam up your direction a little bit. I know what it was. I think you were in queue with somebody else the other day, and I just happened to pull your call up because you had such a good signal. Because I remember seeing the beam sitting on top of the house there on your KRZ page. So maybe that's what it was. But that's all right. I'm glad you had a chance to stop in today. And as I was telling Pip down in Florida, we're just playing radio for a little bit today, and we are streaming live on YouTube. So again, you could either come back watch it live, or you can come back do the playback and listen to our QSO. I think the audio sounds terrific. You got a great signal. It's been 5.9 plus. Well, it shows up on the stream as well. You'll see your own signal, and you get to see your audio in the spectrum as well. And it's kind of neat to kind of give you an idea if you're within the 3 KCs and what fluctuation you have and so forth. So we've enjoyed it. We've been doing this for about a week, and we've had some really great reports on it there, Roger.
Roger. Well, I'm glad you're doing that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've come across several stations that do like what you do the live stream. It's really neat that you guys are doing that. I have not. I'm not doing it, but no, I will definitely look up your YouTube channel later. Absolutely. Yeah, no, you just have I heard the whole conversation earlier about your equipment. It sounds terrific, Randy. You did a nice job. I'm running my old Yaesu Fox Tango 847. This is my workhorse radio. I've had it for 22 years. Just running barefoot into a 4-element tri-bander pointing due west. So I think that's pretty much in your direction. I also have a 7300 right next to it here that I love also, but on this radio I have the Yagi, so I tend to gravitate to this one when I'm on 20, 15, and 10, and a few other bands that are over.
Yeah, 5 minutes. It's nice to have that option for sure. Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference really, because if you sound good right now, I wouldn't necessarily change a thing. And we appreciate the flowers. We didn't have a whole lot to do with it. Whatever the rig does is what it does. And we like to think propagation does the rest. You can throw your signal out there, but if it doesn't help you, it doesn't do you any good. So that's nice to hear. And it's interesting to see how the conditions have changed this week. This is day 5 this week, and the band Monday was just terrific. And then to me, it took a little dive Tuesday and Wednesday. Is okay yesterday. We've been out here for a few minutes. You're the second contact. We'll see how the band does the rest of the day. We're going to try to play around here for about another hour or so. Then we've got a few things we got to get done. But so far, so good. East Coast is doing really well there, Roger.
Roger. No, you've got the strongest signal on the band. I was about to give up. I was spinning around on several bands. Yeah, I can hear a few folks. But today, I don't know what's I guess we didn't get enough of a solar flux or solar flare, and at least from my perspective here on the East Coast, not that much going on. I did work Northern Ireland and England earlier today on 15, so I was happy about that. In fact, do you have a second here for me to just call you on my 7300? I would like to get a comparison report. Do you have a second here for me to switch over?
Yeah, not a problem. That's kind of one of the things that we're doing with the live stream. It's not about me. It's about you guys. And, again, the playback will tell you how good it is or isn't and so forth. I don't mind waiting. Like I said, we got some time. There may be some stations waiting, but we'll do the best we can with everybody. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So now I've switched. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra. So now I switched to the Icon 7300, but in this case, I'm just driving an off-center fed antenna as compared to the 847. I had it on a 4-element Yagi. How copy, Randy, over?
No, it's still there. It's about 5 and 7. and a little noise on the bend. It didn't have any trouble, no trouble hearing you. It's kind of a monotone audio coming back. I'll look at the scope again, but I didn't see a lot of fluxion. But that doesn't matter, really. The idea is to be legible, or audible, I guess is the term, and to be heard. And it's just a weaker type of a signal. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. All right, I'll double back. That will really be very interesting. Thank you so much for taking the time for letting me do this. Yeah, well, you know, I've only had this Icon 7300 for a couple of months, and I only play with it once in a while. I still prefer my 847 only because I'm more accustomed to it, and it's got some better antennas for some bands. But, all right, well, Randy, very nice to meet up with you today. Yeah, it's our first contact. I'm going to log in here on Q0RWB, and thanks again for letting me do the comparison. I'll check out the signal there on your website later. All right, I'll let you go and work some other stations. So thanks again. Kilowatt 0 Romeo Whiskey Bravo from Kilo Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra.
Yeah, no problem at all, Armando. I'm glad to do it, and hopefully when you do the playback, you're able to kind of make some changes if you want, or not at all, or what have you. I think either one's fine. It's just, you know, one antenna is probably working a little better than others right now. That's really the only difference I see. But otherwise, I think you'd be fine making contacts with either setup. You kind of go with what you know. We're still learning this rig because it's only been a week anyway. And we've made a few changes here and there. We've even made a few this week, and I'm hoping it has worked for the better. The monitor is totally different than what I hear on playbacks in the evenings when I go back and listen to the videos itself. So we decided to make some changes. But hey, listen, thanks for checking in with us, and feel free to come back again. We're trying to make this a routine. That's the hope anyway. And like I said, if you're curious when we're back on again, if you go back to that YouTube and you hit the little notification bell, at least you'll know when we hit the airways. And I'd love a chance to have a QSO with you again. And we'll talk some more about the radios and your antenna system. Sounds like a great thing. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend coming up. And let's talk again real soon. Kilowatt Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra. Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City. We'll be clear, my friend. 73s.
73. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Roger, Roger. Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. QRZ.
K4KCO.
K4KCO. Would that be Kilowatt 4 Charlie Kilo Charlie Oscar?
That is correct, and I was listening to the two of you, and I wanted to compliment you on your very, very nice audio. Is that a new radio for you?
Yes, sir. A week today, so she's just a baby.
What is it?
It's an ICOM 7300. Apparently, they're rather popular.
You have no idea. Maybe you do. I was told that over 40,000 have been sold. Name here is Jack. I'm in Florida. K4KCO.
Okay, Jack. Fine business. Well, that wasn't the intention a week ago when we went over to our local store. We are very, very fortunate. We have an amateur radio store in the Kansas City Metro, Associated Radio. It's up on the live YouTube stream, and I get nothing from it other than there's terrific people. But we had Yesu, and we had 957, or excuse me, we have that one too. We had a 950, and we decided we wanted to see something